as a philosopher named Mick Jagger once said. Okay, so here's our first zone. You can specialize different zones, but we are not going to do that. So basically, how this works is you. I like Sheffield Heights or Park better. Yeah, it auto-generates a name, but you can sort of paint a district, and you can pick different size brushes. So my goal is to hit all the industry. I love doing this. Like, I've always wanted this in city building games ever since SimCity 2000. You know, the idea that different parts of your city could be different neighborhoods or sub-cities. But there we go, Oak Park. You click on Oak Park, you can see there's not many residents because it's mostly industrial, obviously. You can have individual policies. For example, power usage. It costs a little bit, but it reduces electricity. Same with water. Smoke detector. We are going to do that because fires happen in these areas a lot. You can ban pets, which seems like a dick thing to do. So we are not going to do that. And you can also tax things differently, but we have to reach a higher population for that. So, yeah, if you wanted to name a district, just tell me which district you want to rename and suggest a name for it. As long as it doesn't suck, I might use it. So let's see. Let's go along here and make a new neighborhood. Franklin Square is the auto name, but it may or may not be the name that we pick. That is up to all y'all, as they say in some parts of the country. Alright, Franklin Square, and let's make Earlobe a district. We might call it Earlobe. Alright. There we go. There's Earlobe. Okay, this one I get to name. This one's mine. This one is Earlobe. Yay! And you can look at your district too, I guess, if you want. Policies. Smoking ban. We could do that. We'll make this the non-smoking district for some reason. I don't know. Let's just do it. And as you can see, I said earlobe. Give me earlobe. Earlobe. There we go. As you can see, the icon appears for your policy. Franklin Square. Should we do something with this one? Let's give it Parks and Recreation. It will cost a little bit of money, but I think it's worthwhile. And now, ladies and gentlemen, what we are going to do is expand our city. See? We now have the ability to pick any of the 5 or 4 adjoining locations that we can. Oh, that was a yawn. I'm sorry. I apologize. Oh, you can see our poop over here. But I have decided that we are going to begin with this one. We are going to buy this tile. We got forestry resources over here, so we might have some forestry type places. We have some farming resources, so we might have farming districts. So, let's see, is there a resource panel? To be honest, I haven't checked. But, yeah. Forestry resources are over here. I imagine they might be down here where the, forests are. And now, like I said, we have the ability to edit the highway. So we might change up this area, but not until we make a new interchange over here first. So building a highway, you have to be very careful because they're expensive. And this is when things get fun. Well, they get fun if I could build a highway, but we are going to have to be patient just a little bit longer before we can do that. Alright? Alright. So, while we're waiting, I can show you how to build roads over roads. It's very simple. You take the road, and you press page up and page down, and you can have a road be pretty damn high if you wanted to. But, oops. Yeah, I think generally just one is high enough to go over things. So there we go. You can click and then click down, and it picks that. And we are going to have ourselves a happy little 5-way interchange. And we are going to give Earlobe here a large, whoops, a large, what are those things called? Those, the long jewelry that dangles down. I don't know, but they're getting one. Alright. So, there we go. And let's make a, let's put a few people out here in the boonies. This will be like the most depressing place to live, but sure, why not? Guess where you get to live, guys. Alright, so we'll put some more zones. Try to remember that we need water and also power. So, there we go. There's our little power. And our road goes over there. And now we can have the pleasure of watching people driving on the highway. For example, this tractor is probably going to not even go in our city. I mean, off the highway at least, because a lot of vehicles do just go through. But we can at least watch him as he drives through. It's rather nice. Whee! And yes, unfortunately, there are some glitches with the thing. You know, it will hop up onto bridges and roads. Alright, there he goes, driving really close to the city. This is going to pass under our bridge. Yes, he's hopping up. The camera is jumping up over things, which is kind of annoying, but it's not really. You know, it's not the world's biggest deal. I mean, come on. But it's annoying. I wish they would change it. The landfill site's already 13% full. So yeah, we are going to be, let's see, do I want like a road? You know, this might be, this is a job for a bigger road. I'm very hesitant about that connecting up there. I want to connect up somewhere else. So we're going to have that here. And there we go. And we can have ramps, but not yet, I don't think. Yep, there's the ramp. It is grayed out. What we are going to do here is say this person is screwed. Actually, we're all screwed because our power line has got destroyed. Let's fix that. Okay, good. And now let's have a gentle slope back up to here. I don't want to build up there too much because that's where my what's it called is going to be, my highway. Alright. Don't think there's too much harm in connecting this one up. Well, it's really close. You have to demolish a little bit to get it, but you know what? Ah, screw it. We're going to leave it like it is and connect the road up over here. And let's zone a little bit. We got to have a little bit more population before we, before we reach our goal. I think this is on the edge of where we provided water. So, put everything in. Alright. I just realized if you wanted to, you could screw yourself because you can destroy these ramps without replacing them. Being able to replace them, rather. But, that's not what we're going to do. Alright. Our city is shaping up into something, at least. But yeah. I think that should give us the population boom needed for the next level, which I think is 2,400. Now that we have all the things that we need in order for that to happen. So we're just going to chill out. We're almost there. Let's check on our landfill, 15% full. Eventually you're going to need a shitload of landfills, unfortunately. It's just sort of the nature of the game, if you will. Might as well call it Landfill Tycoon 3001. Oh, here we go. We've reached our number. Now we can buy yet another new area if we want. We can have transport, level 3 unique buildings. We could have buses. We could specialize in ore. We can have new palaces. And now here's where the fun begins. They have an auto intersection. They have cloverleaf, highway ramp. You can now build an advanced wind turbine. And they can go in the water, which is their benefit. We can build a cemetery. And let me tell you, folks, people are going to start dying, and people will be dying very, very readily. They'll be like throwing themselves at death. So that's a weird thing to say, but it's kind of true. So you go under here to healthcare, click the cemetery. Let's put it here by the highway. And yay, cemetery! We don't have to have our dead people just hanging around. I wonder if that means we can watch a hearse yet. Probably not. I think we need a dead people to be able to watch hearses. I think that's how that works. But yeah, we have reached that level. And now we can work on highways. Yeah. Now there are no highways in the game that are just like two ways with a median, like a Jersey barrier. So both lanes are independent of one another. And of course you click the way you want to go. So what we are going to do here is we're going to make this new one an elevated highway. So we are going to be very careful about it. And besides, it is expensive. We'll at the time run at 2 speed so we can get money. Let's see. Have this vector go out to here. I think we're going to need to pause. And this is where things get a little bit hairy, because to make the slopes exactly even is a bit of a pain in the butt. And to get this power line past this highway is going to be also a pain in the butt. We're going to have to raise it and lower it again to get through. I mean, why these can't be underground, I don't know, but it's what it is. So, let's see. Oh yeah, turn the time back on because money is limited. Yeah, this is not exactly the best fiscal use of our limited resources, but you know what? I love highways. I love roads. So we are going to be doing this, and I don't care what anyone says. Yeah. Now I just have to hang out a bit. In fact, I can press 3, just like you can in The Sims, and the time speeds up, which is very helpful. And pow! There we go. There is our highway. I mean, I'm sure we could name the highway. We just wouldn't be able to put a name tag on it, so to speak, which is infuriating. I mean, come on, you guys. Didn't you watch my videos where I said I didn't like how in other games you couldn't name things? Okay, so now what we're going to do is we're going to go back to 2-speed, and we are going to make a derp cloverleaf. Oh, yeah. I mean, I could, I guess, make a fancier road, but I don't know. Cloverleafs actually work without too much problem in this game. And also, you could do really derpy things, like you could have an exit ramp go at a right angle or steeper to get onto the highway. That's one thing that no city building game I've seen has done correctly, including this one, is proper ramp, proper merge. Like, you think it would come in at an angle, have a merge lane, and then go back. I've never seen a city game do that, and I just can't believe that it's impossible. I have to believe that it can be done, just no one's tried. So, the first person who can make a city building game to have that and have it be good and real, you will get the official Bone Canoe seal of shut up and take my money. I promise you. So there we go. Nope. Yeah, sure, why not? There we go. Yes, I know Cloverleaf interchanges are so last century and all that, but it actually